परिषद के इस मीट द आइकॉन प्रोग्राम में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है। राजस्थान परिषद बैंगलोर का एक नामी सामाजिक संस्था है जो कि सेवा, चिकित्सा और सामाजिक जुड़ाव के क्षेत्र में काफ़ी अच्छी काम कर रही है। इसी के तहत राजस्थान परिषद यहाँ पे एक मीट द आइकॉन प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, जिसमें देश विदेश के नामी हस्तियों का इंटरव्यू लिया जा रहा है, उनसे मुलाकात की जा रही है, उनके सक्सेस के पीछे क्या राज है वो जाना जा रहा है और वो कैसे हम सबके लिए एक इंस्पिरेशन बन सकते हैं। इसी कड़ी में आज हमारे बीच यहाँ जाने माने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, जाने माने समाज सेवी, जाने माने हस्ती श्री संजय जी धाड़ीवाल है। आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है सर।
जिनेंद्र।
हमारे साथ यहाँ राजस्थान परिषद के अध्यक्ष कमल जी तातेड़, राजस्थान परिषद के सहमंत्री श्री कनक जी सेठिया, संगठन मंत्री कनक जी सेठिया, मैं अमित सुराना और मेरी साथी पूजा जैन।
थैंक यू सो मच। यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग बैठे हैं उनको तहे दिल से स्वागत करती हूँ और आज के हमारे जो आइकॉन है इनके लिए एक बार फिर से ज़ोरदार तालियाँ। मैं फिर से बता दूँ, राजस्थान परिषद एक ऐसी प्लेटफॉर्म ले आई है मीट द आइकॉन। वहाँ पे हम उन लोगों का इंटरव्यू लेते हैं जो अपने लाइफ में बहुत संघर्ष के बाद में सक्सेस होते हैं, सो दैट आज के जो युवा है और बहुत से लोग इंस्पायर हो सके आप लोगों को देख के। तो शुरू करने से पहले मैं आपको ये पूछना चाहती हूँ, आपकी सोच राजस्थान परिषद के ऊपर कैसी है?
वेल, कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो, चाहे क्षेत्रीय हो या नेशनल हो, दे आर ऑल देयर टू कंट्रीब्यूट, and I think that is one of the biggest things that all organizations are doing, and Rajasthan Parishad is definitely one of them, which is not only contributing to the society but it is also seeing to it that the people from that particular region are also attached together. I think that's the most beautiful thing.
yes correct. So मैं जानना चाहती हूँ आपके बचपन के बारे में, तो आप मुझे कुछ आपके बचपन के बारे में बताइए। आपका बचपन किस तरह से बीता, प्लीज़ मुझे बताइए।
चाइल्डहुड का तो ऐसा था कि it was a very normal childhood. I was one of the poorest students in studies in my school days. 4th standard, I remember my father paid 100 rupees to get me passed. 8th I failed, 10th I failed, and the people who studied with me never expected me to even pass my 10th and level. And so when I became a chartered accountant, it so happened that two of my classmates in school met me. And the first thing they asked me, are you the same person? I said, yes, I am the same Sanjay Dhariwal. And the next question they asked is, did you complete your 10th? After I had finished my CA and had gone there to deliver a lecture where they were students.
Oh my God, that's
so that was a transformation which actually happened.
How did you think of doing CA? What did that come to you?
I had no other options because my father was into bullion business. He retired in the year 1984-85 at a very young age. And after that we had no options but to do something in life or we would be with nothing in life. So the cheapest course which I saw was chartered accountancy. My brother was already doing his MBBS. So I thought that the cheapest course is CA, where you don't have to spend money to study. In fact, you get something to get through the course, and I thought that's the best option.
Yeah, that's great. And I also heard that you were into movies. So can I know something about that?
Well, the movies was by accident because I was too many times into the stage shows and dramas and all.
It was your interest or somebody insisted?
Well, dramatics has always been my interest from my school days and my college days. One of the leading Kannada stars called Upendra used to act under my direction in my college days. And one of my classmates, Srikanth Railu, who was also a commercial tax officer, his son was planning to make a movie. And that was the way I entered into the movie field by funding the project called Care of Footpath. That was a beautiful movie about a slum boy who basically wants to study, and I found the topic very interesting, and we were deciding who should direct the movie. At that particular time I said, why don't you ask your son to direct, because he had acted in 24 movies earlier, he had acted in serials, so he had an excellent knowledge about movie making. At that time people laughed at me when I said a 9-year-old boy will direct my movie. And it became a Guinness Books of World Record. We won 11 international awards. We won the National Golden Lotus Award, 2 state awards. And we also lost a lot of money.
Can we have a big round of applause?
That's actually very fantastic, Sanjay bhai. And we also heard that you have acted in a few movies or other movie.
I just acted in one movie. The 2 movies I made, I never acted. The 3rd movie which I acted was again Care of Footpath 2. But that was something which I didn't finance it across. Unfortunately or fortunately, it also was into the Oscar list. It went into the Oscars and got rejected. That's a different thing. But I am proud to say that I'm part of a movie which went up to the Oscars.
But making it to the Oscars list is an achievement in itself. A big round of applause for that.
That's the beauty, na? Like if you go into the private quota, anybody can enter in, which most of them don't know.
बचपन से आपका ड्रीम यही था कि आप एक्टर बने या आपका ध्यान पढ़ाई की ओर था?
पढ़ाई में तो काफ़ी कमज़ोर था, एज आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर. सो पढ़ाई में तो ध्यान था ही नहीं. But in my college days, I always used to watch a lot of movies. So in that, I was inspired by the advocates in the movies, and I always had a feeling that I should become an advocate. I also got my degree of my law after around 8-10 years of qualifying my CA. But that's always been my dream that I should be an advocate. My father wanted me to be a chartered accountant, and my elder brother to be a doctor. It was a coincidence that in 1988-89, I invited Mr. Padamchand Khincha, one of my gurus, for giving a lecture in our college, and there he gave such a beautiful lecture that 5 or 7 friends of mine decided they'll never do CA because it looked too complicated. And then I said, if the course is so beautiful, then let me also try it out. And I found it to be very easy.
Now the person who is sitting with us, he is not only a CA but also he is also an actor. We can say he is a versatile person. Can I have a big round of applause for him?
Thank you.
Can I know how well your family supported you?
It has been through and through support. They have never forced me to study. Even if I said that I've got an exam tomorrow, I want to go for a movie, they would say, "Ja ke aa jao, enjoy karo." So it has always been that life has been always without pressure.
संजय भाई, आपने बताया कि हाउ योर एजुकेशन वेंट ऑफ क्लास 4 में, क्लास 8 में, सब पता है. मतलब इट वाज अ स्ट्रगल फॉर योर फादर टू गेट यू थ्रू एजुकेशन. लेकिन लाइफ में आफ्टर बिकमिंग ए सीए एंड आफ्टर बिकमिंग अ लॉयर, राजा आपने लॉ भी किया है, I know that you have gone through a lot of struggles. Can you tell us something about that?
Professionally, I don't think I have gone into struggle. I've been very lucky. In my 26 years of professional career, I have not approached a single client for work. And you would rarely find even a few chartered accountants or professionals in the world who would have not approached anybody for work till now. So I don't say I have struggled. We have been very fortunate that my first client was a multinational client who came to me, and that is a few months before I became a chartered accountant. So I have been very fortunate and a very good source of friends who have helped me across in my profession. So I don't think there was a struggle as a profession is concerned. But yeah, we have also ventured into too many businesses. We have also had too many partners in our firm. We had lots of splits in our firm. I think in 2006-07 we were rated as the top 20 CA firms in the country.
Wow.
And today also we are rated as India's topmost CA firm in terms of the affiliations which we have got. So we are India's largest CA firm in terms of affiliation model across. But we never struggled. It took 6 months time for me to set it up as India's largest. That's it. And the type of network we have got, I think I would thank Jito, I would thank Tirapan Professional Forum, which helped me connect to people, and the confidence people had on me was huge.
It tells about his clarity of thoughts right from the time he passed out of college. कि एक आदमी सफलता को कैसे चूम सकता है. But sir, there is a thing that you have cheated that also.
I think most of us have tried to cheat that. I was successful at least 7-8 times, so I've been lucky.
Can you tell us something about that?
I still remember it was on 23rd of April 2015 when I was planning to go to do darshan of Gurudev to Kathmandu. And early morning 4 o'clock I woke up and I saw that 5 pairs of my shoes were stolen from my house. That was the only theft we had in this house which we are staying. It's been around now 6-7 years that we are staying there, and 5 pairs of shoes were stolen. I took my flight from Bangalore to Delhi, and from Delhi to Kathmandu I went across. And the flight in which we were traveling, the first incidents happened was that the AC and the lights failed in the flight when it was just about to take off. It had moved from the parking bay, it was going off to the takeoff, and suddenly the ACs failed. So it was around a 15 minutes early failure, I would say, because if after 15 minutes we would have been around 20,000 feet above the sky with a minus 30 degrees, you would have become beautiful ice cubes instead of a human being. So that was the first incidents which said that now you're going into a beautiful 20 days of adventure. Then on 25th we reach 23rd night, late night I reached Kathmandu. Then 25th we had that wonderful earthquake of 7.9, and we saw terror everywhere, and we saw thousands of people who died in Kathmandu. We were near the epicenter, around 30 kilometers away. And then again on 26, we were serving food for the people from the community in an under construction building of 5 floors. That was a brilliant idea of going in an under construction building when you knew that earthquakes and the tremors were continuously coming. We were in the ground floor, then 6.7 happened. Then I came back to Bangalore on 28th of April 2015, and then on 30th of April 2015 I had to deliver a lecture to the Jewelers Association, and there was a tree which fell on my car. Then again I went back to Kathmandu on 11th of May 2015, and 12th of May again I could experience this earthquake of 7.3. So these all incidents which happened were a series of incidents. And then again when I came back to Bangalore on 28th, I went to meet Mr. Kincha, and there was a large board which fell from the 4th floor just 1 feet next to me. It had that element of steel and the wood on it, and it fell down. So I just felt that somebody or some power wanted me to live, and that was a beautiful incident which happened in 2015. Then 2016, while playing cricket, I injured my knee, so I went for a keyhole surgery. Then I had a deep vein thrombosis, and that went into pulmonary embosis, which is again a matter of concern where people normally don't survive. When I showed my reports to the director of AIIMS Delhi, the first thing he asked my wife is that ये कैसे बचा, पहले मुझे वो बताओ, बाद में बोलना कि क्या कर रहा है ये. So these all things are there. The incidents with the doctor was also very good when I went and met him. So after my CT scan, wherein there was a blood accumulated into my lungs, and I went and showed it to him, he was doing my echocardiogram, and then he said, Mr. Dhariwal, do you know what happened to you? I said, yes, I know. He said, are you sure you know how critical it is? I said, yeah, I'm aware of it. He said, if it was so critical, if you were aware, I don't think you would be smiling. I said, doctor, you're trying to say that it is critical. I know very well that if I was a few hours late, it would have been only my body and not my soul along with the body. He said, and still you are smiling. I said, I know my disease, I know my doctors, I trust them. So it is your funeral, not mine. I'm going to be saved. So death has been close, and there are lots of other instances, but these are beautiful instances which I thought I should share with you.
And it was all in quick succession. बहुत एक के बाद एक के बाद एक. The thing is that the purpose why he went to Kathmandu, and ये जब जो भी incidents हो रहे थे, there was some connection which saved him. एक connection था, एक आशीर्वाद था गुरुओं का जो जिसने उन्होंने बनाया. सर आपके जीवन में आप धर्म संघ से स्टार्टिंग से जुड़े हो और
I don't agree with that. धर्म संघ से स्टार्टिंग से नहीं जुड़ा हुआ था. In fact, you are talking about Kathmandu, what saved me. I would tell you that I am one of the few rare Therapanthis who has been given the biggest privilege in Therapanth Dharam Sangh. But I only hope that no other Therapanthi gets that privilege. 2015, May 12th, when the earthquake happened, Gurudev was there in Motilalji Dugar's house, and I was the only person who was staying outside the house of his, where he was staying there, and the only Therapanthi for 3 nights fully staying all alone. So I think the blessings I've got from Gurudev is huge, which I cannot forget. But I would also only wish that no other Therapanthi gets that benefit of serving him like this, because no local people were willing to come there in the night, because there were tremors every day, every hour, and they were afraid that who will take care of their family. And I was one of the few people who was there even after the earthquakes came, who went back. And since I had no family over there, and my family said, "Pehle Guru ki seva karo," I was privileged enough to be there. But very few people get that opportunity of being alone to serve at least the Therapanth Acharyas, because it is always filled with people. So that was a rare opportunity. But I don't hope that our Acharyas or our Gurus anywhere ever have the tragic moments where we face such calamities.
It was actually, if you see, it was a privilege for you to have been there, in the sense that you could have served the Dharam Sangh in the proper way. And would you like to share a few incidents out of that? Because tremors are something like, it actually sends shivers down anyone's spine. And continuously getting tremors or there with a purpose, so aapko kaisa aashirwad mil raha tha? How are you feeling out there?
See here, there are two things you should understand. That when there is death coming towards you, or you see that there are events or occasions which happen which can kill you also, there are two things you should understand. That if you are a Jain and you believe in the karma philosophy, you should understand one simple philosophy, that if you are destined to die, you will die whether you were in Kathmandu or you were in Bangalore. The tree falling, that's what I told Gurudev also when the 12th May earthquake happened. People said that Gurudev, that you should go back in a vehicle or you should go back in flight or something. You should not walk down. So I told Gurudev just one thing, that the incidents of calamities can happen in Kathmandu. It can also happen in Bangalore. When I ran away because of the fact that I had a lecture in Bangalore, I had to go back. So the calamities can happen anywhere. So if you believe in the karma philosophy, you are going to live to the age what you are destined for. So be positive. I think Acharya Mahapragya ji has given us a beautiful message of being positive in life. So if you're positive and you're going to say that fine, whatever happens, happens. But yes, I should do my Purusharth. It should not that I'm not going to do my Purusharth. I should do my Purusharth. But be positive in life, and believe me, most of your stress will go. I'll just give you an incident. In January 2019, the department had visited me for a survey. And there were 2 days where the television media was totally outside my office for 2 days, continuously covering my office. I was on the way to Kathmandu and I was on the way to Kumbakonam to do darshan of Gurudev. The department called up and said, "Can you come?" I said, "I will come only after doing darshan of Gurudev." And when I went back the next day morning to meet them across, we were so positive, and what all questions they asked, we answered them. There was nothing to fear about. But a day before, the whole environment in the office was so much of stress. The moment you enter in with a positive attitude, I think this changes. And that is how we should live life. I think the Art of Positive Attitude is a beautiful, Thinking is a beautiful book written by Acharya Mahapragya ji. We should all read it and imply it in our lives.
What a great
Fantastic.
saying. Yeah.
If your life is filled with positivity, अगर आपकी सोच सकारात्मक है, तो कुछ भी विपदा आपके सामने कुछ भी आपकी बिगाड़ नहीं सकती है. एक जोरदार ताली इस बात के लिए. सर, हम ये भी जानते हैं कि आप टीपीएफ को एक जब आप राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष बने थे, एक नई दिशा दी, और यू वर ऑलवेज देयर टू गाइड अदर्स आल्सो. यू वर पार्ट ऑफ युवक परिषद एंड यू वर ऑलवेज देयर टू गाइड अस. कुछ भी काम होता, और चाहे कोई छोटा सा कार्यकर्ता भी आपको बुलाता है या कोई बड़ा नेता भी बुलाता है, यू वर ऑलवेज देयर फॉर हिम. You would like to share something on that, sir?
See, for me, entering into TPF was totally a accident, I would say. 1994, I had gone to do darshan of Acharya Mahapragya ji and Acharya Shri Tulsi. That time he was Yuvacharya Mahapragya ji in Delhi. So when I did darshan of Acharya Shri Tulsi, he asked me a question, "Kiske bete ho?" I said, "Dhanraj ji Dhariwal ka pota," because my grandfather was well known. And then the next question he said, "Fir kinke ladke?" मैं मदन लाल जी धारीवाल. बहुत कम आते हो क्या? I said 14 साल बाद आया. So the humor which Acharya Shri Tulsi had and the way he answered was amazing. He said, "वनवास पूरा हो गया क्या?" But then I went to Acharya Shri Mahapragya ji. उस टाइम युवाचार्य महाप्रज्ञ जी थे, तो उनके दर्शन करने गया तो उन्होंने बतलाया ही नहीं. तो आई वॉज अ लिटिल नया था, 14 साल बाद जा रहा हूँ तो क्यों बतलाएंगे. तो व्हेन आई वेंट आउट, वन ऑफ माई रिलेटिव्स वाज देयर, पारसमल जी का दिया. ही सेड कि चलो कंवर साहब दर्शन किए क्या. मैंने बोला नहीं, दर्शन तो कर दिया, सेवा नहीं हुई. बोले धनराज जी के पोते को कैसे नहीं करा, चलो लेके जाता हूँ. तो व्हेन वी वेंट टू युवाचार्य महाप्रज्ञ जी, द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन व्हेन ही वाज आस्क्ड, इन्फ्लुएंस लेके आ गए क्या. दिस वाज वन ऑफ द चेंजिंग पॉइंट्स फॉर मी टू गेट अटैच्ड टू द धर्म संघ. And this incident became very useful for me and very attaching for me, because the moment he said के influence लेके आए, I said हाँ. He said क्यों, 14 साल बाद दर्शन करने आ रहे हो तो हम तुमको सेवा क्यों कराए. So I told him very carefully, and I was a person again too bold in those days. I had passed my CA, so I was a little attitude बोल सकते हो. And आचार्यों के सामने attitude कभी कभी रखना अच्छा होता है, इसलिए क्योंकि you are recognized very fast. So I said कि अगर आप 14 साल बाद आ रहा हूँ इसलिए सेवा नहीं कराओगे तो और 14 साल नहीं आऊँगा, क्योंकि आप सेवा कराओगे तो हर साल आऊँगा, वरना नहीं आऊँगा. Then he said, अच्छा तो क्या छोड़ोगे. And that is how I got connected with him. Then came the concept of TPF. I started deciding that he told me to come every year for darshan. I started going every year. 8 days I decided in a month on Dasra holidays. I'll take my family and my kids for darshan. 5 days we'll do darshan and 3 days we will be for a vacation. And that I followed it till my children reached that 10th standard. Whether it was an audit time, it was a season time, work time, whatever it is, decided Guru के दर्शन करना है तो जा रहे थे. So in one of those days, Gurudev asked me that, can you come one day to Ladnu? I didn't know the purpose. I said, आप जैसे आज्ञा बोलो, I'll come. And then that was the time he called me to draft the constitution of TPF. And at that time we had Lalchandji Singhvi, who was at the topmost post, an IS officer who had also drafted the RTI Act. Himself and 4 other people of us were there who were involved in drafting the TPF constitution. We spent 2 days together, and that was one time when I got attached to a Therapant organization, and that is how I got involved. And I think if you are saying that you give time to the smallest worker or the biggest ones, I think you should understand that the Jain philosophy says all Atmas are same. So you don't go by the pad what they have got, all Atmas are same, so you have to give the time to all. The other important aspect that you have to understand is that if a small Karyakarta, what he contributes, I think the big players don't do that. The small Karyakarta is the man who is responsible even for the Pravas Vyavastha Samiti, which we are here today, for all the activities which are happening. The big players can get you the funds, the big players can give you the vision. The execution always happens with the small players.
एक अच्छा संदेश जो आ रहा है यहाँ से कि कार्यकर्ता चाहे छोटा हो या बड़ा हो, उसकी अपनी एक पहचान होती है, अपनी एक जगह होती है. और संजय भाई के बारे में हम जान रहे हैं कि ये टीपीएफ का जो फॉर्मेशन हुआ था उसमें एक बहुत बड़ा मेजर रोल इन्होंने प्ले किया था. जो उसका कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ड्राफ्ट हुआ था उसमें भी एक बड़ा मेजर रोल प्ले हुआ था. और जो एक धर्म संघ की अब एक सशक्त संस्था है जो एक काफ़ी हद तक बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही है, उसकी स्थापना में भी संजय भाई की बहुत अच्छा हाथ था उनका.
एक बात पूछना चाहूँगी आपसे, आपका रोल मॉडल कौन था?
I think everybody in this room would always say that he is the role model, Acharya Mahapragya ji. I think if you have observed him, you can be assured of 3-4 things which you will not do. Losing your temper, having ego, boasting of what you have achieved, and being as simple as possible with any person. That was exactly with what level he achieved. And if you start comparing yourself with him, you will always feel that you are at the bottom level and he was at the level of peaks. So that was a huge difference. So I would say that he was my role model when it comes to the society, the service or philosophy. And in terms of my profession, I would say my role models were 2. My boss under whom I did my articles, Kiran Chandji Nahar, and my guru, Mr. Padamchand Khincha, from whom I learned a lot, and because of whom I was inspired to do my CA.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है. And
आपके विचार से संजय भाई जीवन में असली खुशी और संतुष्टि क्या है?
सबसे खुशी की बात वही होती है कि यू आर अलाइव टुडे एंड यू आर ब्रीथिंग टुडे. आई थिंक उससे ज़्यादा खुशी तो किसी को होनी नहीं चाहिए. आई एम श्योर एवरीबडी वुड अग्री द मोमेंट यू स्टॉप योर ब्रेथ, you will start the fear of death, and that will be the saddest moment of your life. So I think the moment we are living today and living in present is one of the most beautiful things.
What a beautiful thought. I think it deserves a big round of applause. That you have to live every moment.
How do you manage between social service and your personal work?
See, there are 3 things. One is your family, the second is the society, and third is your profession or business. The best way I would say is that I remember just recently we had a CA profession meet, and Acharya Mahashramanji told very beautifully that money is essential for every common man. I think when we are all into social services, many of us forget that we have to earn money for the family. And he gave a very beautiful message to all the professionals who are there that money is very essential for all, but only money is not essential. So as far as you are able to meet your basic requirements of your family, you have to sit and introspect कि आपको कितना पैसा चाहिए साल के लिए और उसके लिए आपको कितना मेहनत करना है. उससे ज़्यादा आप कमाओगे तो आपके बच्चे उड़ा देंगे, और 100% आप उतना ज़्यादा कर्म बांध रहे हो, and then if you are not utilizing or spending that money across, then what is the point of wasting so much of your time into and creating so much of karmas? Again, you believe in the Jain philosophy. It is बहुत साधारण सा चीज़ है कि आप उतना ही कर्म बांधो पैसे कमाने के लिए जितना आपको इस भाव में जीने के लिए चाहिए. बाकी का आपको जो भी इन्वेस्टमेंट्स करना है और कैपिटल क्रिएट करना है, यू डू इट फॉर योर फ्यूचर बर्थ्स. सो फॉर दैट यू हैव टू बेसिकली गेट इनटू द वर्ल्ड ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी, एंड देन in the mix of living for yourself and living for the spiritual world, there is something more or less in between the society. Today no man can live without the society. So your contribution to the society is not punya. I definitely don't, I believe in the Jain philosophy or Therapant philosophy कि आप जितना society को देते हो पुण्य का काम नहीं है, but that is equally important because everybody, each individual is dependent on the society, and if your society is comfortable, if your society is strong, only then you are safe. So you have to contribute to the society, you have to contribute to your profession and money, as well as you'll also have to contribute to your Atma. That is the most important and beautiful thing that we have to learn. That balancing act, we fail many times. Sometimes we excel in the field of society, sometimes we excel in the field of profession. Like today, if you see in Tirappan Dharam Sangh, 4 months the Bangalore Shravaks are giving so much time to the society, so much time to the thing, that they have somehow got off balance between their own family and the businesses. This can cost some of them very badly. So this is something that we have to understand, that you contribute to the society but have a balance in all these 3 aspects. Otherwise, quite a few families may suffer after the Chaturmas is over.
What a beautiful message for today's breadwinners and today's businessmen. Sir, with this, do you have some message for today's youth also?
I think the revolution in the world starts only with the youth. I have been lucky to be the chairman of the youth wing of Jito All India, and I have led around 5,000 youth across India of the Jain community, and I believe that what the youth can do, most of us cannot do. The youth today is far smarter than the age of what I was there, or my parents were there, or my grandparents were there. But there are few things which the youth has to get aware of or be alert about. The first thing they have to be alert about or be aware about is that they do not have consistency. The temperament levels are very weak in the present generation. They learn to give up very easily. And the second thing is they don't have a vision. If we are able to cultivate the habit of vision, we are able to cultivate the habit of getting a good temperament to be persistent in whatever they are doing, I think we will get the best of the youth, and India could develop a lot.
What a beautiful message. Vision sets the mission. And if you are consistent, you can achieve anything.
That's really beautiful. We got so much to learn from you today.
Thank you very much.
And now that we have spoken so much about your personal life, can we have some fun?
Sure.
Okay, it's a rapid fire. You will get 10 seconds to answer. So
I don't take much time. I think you would have observed by now.
yeah, I know that. So, who is your favorite heroine?
Most of them are.
Name one.
Very difficult a question to answer. Every year she changes.
Latest favorite?
Latest favorite, I don't know her name, but I watched many movies of hers. I watch around 60-70 movies a year, so I would say Preeti Zinta would be one of my favorites earlier. Madhuri Dixit would be the earlier ones.
Yeah, good. Explain friendship in one word.
Trust.
Explain success in one word.
Happiness.
Rate yourself in the scale of 0 to 10.
-1.
Can I know the reason behind?
Only when you look into an introspect of what you have achieved, and then you see what all opportunities you missed. In fact, I would say that if you see my success rate, it would be around 4 to 5% of success rate is what I've got. 95% of the efforts I put in for work have failed. Nobody sees those failures. You see that 4 to 5% success and say is very successful. But the fact is very different. 95% of the times I have failed. And that's precisely why I'm writing a book called A Man Who Failed Many Times is Mantras of Success.
Yeah, nice. One incident you would like to change if you get time machine?
I would have loved to be born 40 years before so that I could have spent more time with Acharya Mahapragya Ji.
Wow, that's a lovely answer. If any day you get chance to be an animal, which animal you would be and why?
I thought humans were also animals, so I would like to be that.
One favorite song, and please sing it for us.
I'm bad at singing and I don't remember the words, but my favorite song will always be Hey Malik Tere Bande Hum. I think it's a V. Shantaram movie from Do Aankhe Bhara Haath. Very inspiring, very important. So that's one song which I love to hear whenever possible, because it basically tells you that you are what God is. So
thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I thank Rajasthan Parishad for giving me an opportunity of putting across my views. Some of them could be controversial, some of them may not be the one which normally you would have been expecting to, but I thought let me be fair with my conscience when I speak across. Thank you very much, Adhyaksh Mahoday and Amit, for a wonderful job done. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking time and coming.